My name is the bond servant of Christ John, saint of God, to pioneer the gospel of sonship, incorruption, a custodian of the dimension of encounters, the realms of glory, the realms of teleportation, the realms of ascension into the diversities of God's glory. Whatever it would take to wait upon the Lord, wait. The Lord said to me, if my people would wait and wait until they see me, they will be used, they will be sanctified, qualified to be used by me. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. Let's read together. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. So many Christians today are weak. So many have backslided today, not because they wanted to backslide, but because they refused to step into the dimensions of the Spirit for the renewal of their strength. I don't care how long you've been born again. I don't care how much, days you've fasted in the past. Sometimes so many Christians love to dwell with an in the past glory. I don't want to hear about your exploits of yesterday. I would rather want to hear about your exploits of yesterday if you have grown beyond the glory of your yesterday and you have been able to sustain and advance in the glory of your yesterday's encounters with God. Don't tell me that God spoke to you 5 years ago. The question is, do you still hear his voice today? I'm not here to make you feel judgmental. I'm here to challenge you that God is not in the past. Oh, come on. God is in the east, and he is in the east to come. And the Lord said to me, son, go tell my people, it's a simple message, wait upon me. He said, you wait. Why do you wait? The concept of waiting is that you are expecting something to arrive. And while you are waiting and that thing has not arrived, it means that the waiting season is not yet over. Now sometimes we quit because we heard a voice of God in our hearts. Oh, that's okay to hear the voice in your heart. That's okay to hear a prophetic word from a pastor or from a teacher or from a prophet. But that's not why you are called to wait on the Lord. To wait on the Lord, what does that mean? It actually means to wait on the Lord. Okay, you didn't get it. To wait on the Lord means to wait until the Lord arrives. To wait until you are caught up into the realms of the Lord. To wait until you see Jesus face to face. Let me tell you something. Paul didn't begin ministry because God called him in the air. Paul didn't go into ministry because there was some kind of passion and love that he had toward God to serve and to save souls. Peter didn't go into ministry because he felt the call of God in his heart. Jesus literally went to Peter and said, Peter, I call you today. Come, follow me, and I will make you a fisher of men. Show me all the men that God ever called that he did not call face to face. Abraham, Abraham, Abraham. Every man God has ever used heard a mystical voice. They had a ascensions into the realms of God. The problem we have today in our churches is because many pastors have called pastors and have sent them, and they were sent. God didn't send them. Show me how many lives have transformed. We have male pastors in the world, more churches across the world today, yet the world is more filthy than ever. The question is, the glory is not there. And the Lord said, if my people will wait upon me until I show up, then shall they receive the assignment for which I have called them for. And then when I send them, then they will be sent as ambassadors of Zion. And when ambassadors are sent from the realms of prophecy to earth, there is an encampment of glory. There is an encampment of creatures beyond here. And when this man speak, heaven responds, because they are representing heaven. So the response of heaven is poised to those who represent heaven. Heaven cannot respond to you if you are not on the ambassadorial level. But you gotta wait on the Lord. You gotta wait on the Lord. Because if you wait on the Lord, something dies in you. In that waiting, there is a cloud of His glory. When you wait on the Lord, it means that you have been finding the secret place. You've been doing some things behind the scene, because it is called a secret place. It means that you are seeking something that nobody seeks for. You are on a journey with God that no one understands. You are going through something that no man knows. It is a personal walk with God. It has nothing to do with, I just prayed, I fasted for 40 days. No, you don't have to tell anybody. It is something that you do behind the scene. And the Lord began to tell me, He says, son, that until my people receive every possible establishments that would have to precede the ascension in the waiting room, they will not be able to get to the next level. Because when the Bible says wait upon the Lord, what does that mean? I remember the same instruction was given to the early apostles when Jesus said, tarry here until you are clothed with power. It is the same as wait upon the Lord. He says tarry, wait. Meaning to tarry is to long wait. You know, hear me now. To tarry speaks of a long time, a long period of season in its season. A long period of time within a season. And don't quit until you get everything necessary within that waiting period. So what are the things we ought to receive when we wait on the Lord? Now the Bible says wait until you are clothed with power. Power, power, power. It takes power to conquer communities. Did you hear me now? I said it takes power to conquer your own self. Do you know that the greatest opposition you have in this walk of faith is you? Don't ever carry you into the ministry. Don't ever carry you into that marriage. Don't ever carry you into anything spiritual if you have not conquered you with the power of God. How can you conquer a community? How can you conquer a nation if you have not received enough power to conquer yourself, your urges, your sensual illusions, your doubts, your faithlessness, your craftiness, your wickedness that snake and serpentize you in the secret. Don't you know that God knows who you are? Oh, that's why he says, wait. Some things need to be purged out of your bodies. Wait until you receive power. Wait until you receive power. Don't venture into anything until the glory of the Lord surges through the nerves, through the fiber of your being. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Sepayada! Efrapakayada! Separadia! Alisapayada! Hallelujah! Shahila! Fapayada! Ekosapahira! Masapayada! Lahila! Familia, Sepekariada, Yakabaya, Sefria, Perika Payada, Anto Sapanikavayada, Sa Emparadia, Evahila, Elina, Sefahila, Ekabaria. We increase in spiritual ranks when we capture certain depths in the realms of your sin. When we elevate into that encounter, something is captured in the realms. Nobody enters the frequencies, the electricity of Zion, and be the same. Your increase in the spirit decreases your carnality.
To get this message from the bondservant of Christ, John Anosika, kindly visit our website, www.pastorjohndigitalmedia.com.